Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendrus, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. I've been doing some work. If you couldn't tell, that's why we're in the Nether. I'll go over that in a moment. But last time, Nether Peridot, I was trying to figure out what that was, went ahead and started messing with the Apothic spawner system. So we can make this feed from the mod that gives us the XP tanks and whatnot, and we can use that feed in order to get a spawn egg of whatever mob we get the DNA for. So we went ahead and used that feed, got the DNAs for villagers, and we got the DNA for the ancient soldiers. The ones that drop from iron spells that drop all that goodies, like the nether scrap and whatnot. So, yeah, we went ahead and got those DNAs, got those spawn eggs, and just by fusing them with a spawner, you can go ahead and just, you can go ahead and get spawners going for whatever mobs you want. So we still have the Ancient Knight spawner on us. The Villager one is in a chest at home. It's a basic pickaxe, no special effects, but it is Silk Touch. I think there's something I can make that's going to let me just steal Silk Touch from that and put it to something else, so I guess I'll hold on to it. Give me back that. So, yeah, that was very cool. We now have a spawner for villagers and a spawner for Ancient Knights. And that villager spawner is going to be very useful, because afterwards, we went ahead and started taking a look at the next couple of weapons that we can get from Mahusukai. What is over here? That's just a little thing. So we now have Morgan. We corrupted our Caliborn by sacrificing a dog. I still hate that so much. But now we have an evil sword incarnate that has super cool special abilities like that. I don't know. Morgan looks very cool, and whenever we actually go about killing a bunch of, killing like 600 villagers or something like that, and actually get this thing enchanted, it's going to be very powerful. So, this is cool. We also have Emerus in here. Emerus looks cool. Emerus makes lightning strike everywheres. I don't know how useful it is. It's also very expensive to use. So, I don't know. Mahu weapons. For right now, we're not actually powerful enough to use them, but they are going to be very cool when eventually. Anyways, that was about it, actually. Just those couple of things. Messing with the spawner system a little bit. Today, we're going to be heading back to the end in a little bit. And from there, we're hopefully going to be able to actually get Clarent this time and rematch the dragon so that we can actually set up its deep learner and have that just going. But between episodes, as you can tell, I've just been running about a little bit. I set up a data model for Ghast, and as you can see there, it's already up to advanced. I have 29 Ghast tiers on me. It took a little bit, but that's all we're going. And while I was going about that, Wither Skeletons obviously are just going to keep spawning in the Soul Plains alongside the Ghasts. So I just killed a bunch of them, got a whole bunch more of the Wither Bones, and the Wither Skeleton model is now up to Self-Aware. That's the greatest chance it can possibly get for actually, for giving us what we want from it. Can we see? Simulation cost. Oh, the Ender Dragon has such a high simulation cost. I didn't actually look at that value before. But, can we see real quick? Basic, Advanced is 22. Superior is 65. Is it straight up 100? It's straight up 100. Okay, so now every time we put this thing into the machine, we're just going to get a free... we're going to get free Wither Skulls, basically. That's pretty cool. But I also went ahead and grabbed out the Explorer's Compass, and this thing. Something I thought about. Getting nether scraps from the ancient soldiers, we can do it now, we can automate it, but it's still kind of slow considering how rare it is to get it. So I can just search for obsidian pillar in the nether, and it'll bring us to these obsidian pillars that we found that have like 6. Yeah, they each have like 6 nether scrap in them. I just have to do a bit of running about to actually find them, but it's definitely worth it. Ooh, this one had 7. So that's basically 14 nether scrap is 3 3 netherite ingots on top of however many else we have. So that's pretty effective. I think one of the next things I want to do requires a full block of netherite, though, so that's still troublesome. I think there is an ability called netherite sight or something like that. Netherite sight? Yeah, here we go. Potion of netherite sight. It's from Potion Masters. You need calcinated netherite ore sight powder with a mundane potion. That's smelt it. A mortar, a pestle, ender powder, glowstone powder, redstone powder, and a netherite scrap. That might be worth it. Go underground, do that. I think it gives you like 100 blocks of just highlighting every netherite scrap in the area. That could be pretty good. We'll probably waste one of these netherite scraps to attempt it at least. But I think that's about it for the nether trip right now. I'm gonna head back home via recall. I have some inventory stuff to dump. But I guess after this, we're probably just returning to the end. So, give me a moment. Okay, so I think I changed my mind. I keep putting off starting the tech stuff. Like, I said that after we got this thing going, we were going to go ahead and make a quarry so that we could head to the mining dimension and actually get a bunch of ores going. And then I promptly got distracted by end exploration and then all of last time with the Mahu weapons. So I'm going to we're gonna put getting clearance back and putting the dragon model. We're gonna put those off for a little bit because I don't think I need the model yet, anyways. So, a couple of things I want to do before we actually get into a tech mod, though. First off, I want to make more hearts for us, so we're gonna need more of these. And then I believe a jeweled apple is like this, right? Oh, you have 3 notch apples. I don't really have enough gold on me right now to make more. I'd have to smelt up more gold at home. So this will just do for now. 3 of these combined like, where was it? Heart, witherbone, and iron. I knew I was forgetting something. No? Oh wait, no, I need to use I need the iron paired with bones or something like that in order to do this, don't I? So that's made from a green heart, made heart. Red heart is used for... Come on, why is it... Oh yeah, we need the canister, which is a bone and 4 pieces of iron. I'm gonna have to head home and get some more bones before I can do that. Actually, there's some in a chest over there. So we're just going to make a couple extra hearts. We already saw this, so I'm not going to waste too much time on it. That should do. That's technically more than we need. Doop, 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 and doop. 2 canisters. That, this, and this gets us 2 more red heart canisters, which a yellow heart and that, which we have a couple yellow hearts left. And, like, you get used for you. There we go. So that's going to bring us to 15 extra hearts. And I technically have the stuff to make 1 more. Technically speaking, I can make 3 extra notch apples on top of what we have, which will bring us to 4. And I do have extra gold at home. Do I want to waste all of our gold? Nah, I don't think the difference between 19 extra hearts and 20 extra hearts is going to matter that much. So I'm just going to stick with that. I'm just going to go ahead and make everything I have into the last one I can currently manage. So that's just going to take me a moment. Okay, so now as a baseline, we just have 16 extra hearts over what we should have. Eventually, once I smelt up some more of the gold we have and probably gather a little bit more, I don't know. I have some resources left at the base, left to, like, sort through and whatnot, but, I think I'm running out low on gold at this point. I think we're still fine for iron for now. Anyways. Rude. What are we doing for a tech mod to start with? So, obviously, as I said, we're looking for something with some sort of quarry or something, some sort of machine that we can use to dig stuff for us. We can just leave running in the mining dimension. So there are a couple of different mods with something like that. And I'm sure I'm probably even missing 1 or 2 of them because there's 400 and some on mods. Like, there's no way I know everything that's going on in them. So, as far as I can tell, there are 3 options we want to look at. Dogs, stop fighting creepers, please! Oh yes, also, this thing is running. It has been running for a long time. I have not gotten a single netherite scrap from this. It has dropped 2 cinder essence from the ancient knights, but it just... I don't know. Either the netherite is just so rare of a drop that even that can't pick up any, or it won't work with it for some reason. Actually, do we get the netherite scrap from the knight or from breaking the armor on the ground? I am now misremembering. That might have all been for naught. Actually, no, I know you can get it from the mob drop because we did in testing. Oh yes, there was also one other thing I wanted to do before we get to tech. Ignore what I was saying about quarries for just a moment. I need to grab a Starbuncle token. I need to grab the Dominion wand. I'm going to need a secondary chest. And I'm going to need 4 pieces of gold. Because, back when we were doing familiars and whatnot, with Ars Nouveau, we were going to make all of them, and then we got or all of them we could, and then we got sidetracked. So we never actually made a Starbuncle. But, I think this is going to be pretty useful for our purposes. So, Starbuncle, 4 gold. I think I'm even on the right machine. I could be misremembering that part, though. So, there's already enough source in the jars around here. This will get us a Starbuncle charm, which, this, when placed anywhere in the world, will just go about its business. So there's that. Did I ever remake my Gios scrolls? I don't remember. Yes, I did. Cool. So go over to Gios. We're going to want to make sure we don't hurt our little cutest little hopper, as it says there. So, the Starbuncle. I was told a little bit how this works by Depeche, and that apparently these things are very good for source farms. And we're also going to need this whole bunch of source berries that we're already growing, so that works out pretty well. I don't know if I'm going to have to move these, though. There's a decent chance our little buddy's going to fall into the pit. But, hopefully not. We're just going to place this here. So, Source Starbuncle. Storing items at 0 locations, taking items from 0 locations. So, Dominion Wand. Position set, entity. Starbuncle, take from this location. Clear. Starbuncle will store items here, and just go about its business. Are you gonna do a thing? There you go. So its tail is a little basket. It's adorable. Are you actually going to... I'm fairly certain that it's supposed to actually pick source berries, isn't it? Do I need to double check this real quick? Where's my torn notebook? Did I leave it over in the chest? No, it's right here. Are you gonna do the work? Starbuncle. Starbuncle charm? Starbuckles naturally appear, yada yada. You can tame them, or you can get charms for free. I think. Yeah, you can get Starbuncle tokens like that, and those are used for the charm. But to summon a Starbuncle, use one. They'll pick up nearby items and can move items between inventories, such as chest. We'll harvest fully grown sourceberry bushes around it. But it's not. A Starbuncle will harvest the fully grown... Was I being impatient, or... No, it just doesn't seem to be working. There we go. Gios added on Starbuncle, so now I'll never hurt this little buddy. But if I do like that, it will pick it up off the ground, but it doesn't seem to want to actually go harvest them itself. Is it because of where it's placed? What if I were to cut down this tree real quick? Okay, so little buddy, you should now be able to get over here just fine. Ah, I see. So it was having some weird pathing issues because of the tree. Nope, it's still not... It still just won't go get the source berries, right? Come on. What if I do this? Okay, little buddy. Little buddy. Now will you go harvest them? Hmm. I was told that this is a good way to set up essentially an infinite source jar, an infinite source producer, because they'll just go about their business doing that the whole time and it will just work. I guess I'll move this there so it's a little bit closer and should still be close enough to the source jars themselves. But I don't know if it's working. I think I saw it pick one, but it doesn't appear to want to pick any of the others. Hold on, I went too far with it. I just want the berries active on them. Little buddy, will you do it, please? You won't. You're just not going to, huh? Can I set you to... No, I can't set it to go pick up from these bushes or anything. That's not how it works either. I don't know. Maybe it's just like the placement of everything here is weird and it doesn't know how to pathfind properly. I don't know. It might be because of the bunny bit. Bunny pit. Blah. But we have a little friend. Little friend doesn't really appear to be doing its job very well, but we have a little friend and it's very cute, so I guess it was worth it. I'll just leave that running. Eventually, maybe it will work itself out. Maybe I'm just being impatient. Like, I read that as, oh, there's a there's a grown bush. Let's go pick it up immediately, but I guess not. Anyways, back to quarries and tech business. There, as far as I can tell, are 3 different options for quarries and mining drills. So, the first one, quarry, I guess is a good place to start. Here's what that requires. I think we can tell by the vibranium pick or the unobtainium pickaxe and several ultimatium ingots. Yeah, this one instantly gets thrown out the window as our first option. Next up is the electro quarry and the steam quarry from modern industrialization. Honestly, they don't look like they would be too bad, but it's steel gear, steel large plates, an Invar rotary blade, an item pipe from modern industrialization. So basically, this requires a lot of steel, and to get said steel, we're going to need a lot of a lot of new machinery and steam piping, because like the modern industrialization comes in ages where you need to go through the steam age and get the steam quarry before you can go ahead and get the electric one that would work with our current reactor. So technically, we might be able to do this one, but I'm going to hold off for now because I think there's an easier option with industrial foregoing. So this one, first look, this kind of looks a little rough, but I'm hoping it's not as hard as it looks. Anyways, we need a pity machine frame to start things off. Industrial and foregoing, IF for short, is a tech mod that adds many machines with various different uses. To get started, craft a pity machine frame. Block of redstone, 4 logs, and 4 iron. So that, and that, a bunch of stuff I never leave home without. Cool. We're already getting started. Like, the fact that we can build the first thing immediately already makes it easier than the other 2. The pity machine frame, there's enough, and that's just going to get us the guidebook. From here, pitiful generator, generates a small amount of Fe using burnable fuels. We have a nuclear reactor. I don't think we need that. Fluid and item transporters. Those are going to be important probably, but we'll come back to it. The fluid extractor. Power optional. Extracts latex from logs. Runs faster when given power. Check JEI for acceptable logs and latex amounts. The best log to use is acacia. So it takes the machine frame, a weighted pressure plates, 2 gold, a piston. So again, just a whole bunch of stuff we already have. I just need to go gather it. But it says it's best used with acacia. Thankfully, there is a quest in here for building trips that just gives us a free sapling for everything. So I'm just going to take the acacia for now, and I'll go grab some bones when I'm grabbing everything else that we're going to need for this first one. So 3 cobble, piston, that I think I already have, and some other stuff. So I'll see you once I have... I don't know, should I just grab some of the things and get them together before we start? I have not looked ahead at all, minus just knowing what we're eventually shooting for this mod. That's basically the only part I know. So I thought I might have had a piston, but it looks like Ah, I have sticky pistons, but not a regular piston, of course. Oh well, let me get some stuff together then. I was a little bit low on iron, so I started smelting a bit more, but that should be everything we're going to need for the piston. As soon as I turn one more log into planks, actually I don't need to because I already have planks in there as well. There we go, piston. It was that paired with this, paired with a bunch of other stuff I don't remember. Oh yes, the gold pressure plate. Words are hard. So go ahead and do that. I should probably change that O button. I set that up for Tombstone last time, but I keep doing that and accidentally opening it. So this should get us the fluid extractor. And once we head back to the other area, we're going to set up the acacia tree and bone meal it and start going from there. So, extracts latex from logs, run faster when given power. Check JEI for acceptable logs and latex amounts. Cool. Thanks for the free add-on for speed tier 1 and free experience. We'll figure out what that's used for eventually. Should I wait for more of that iron? I think that should be enough for one purpose, so I can just come back in a moment. Now, acacia tree. I should have slept, because at this point, it's going to turn nighttime, it's going to spawn a creeper again, and the wolves are going to go fight it and get blown up. Because that's just happened every night for, like, the past... since I got the wolf summon. Anyways, there we go. From there, I should have placed this a little bit closer so I could actually power it. And I put it backwards. So this is now slowly collecting latex from the tree. Do I have my... Hold on, I have these in here, don't I? Yep, here we go. That and that. Go kindly right away. I am once again just completely out of inventory space. So, I can't really connect it to that, but I should be able to do that. Actually, does this work connected to those pipes? I don't know. Actually, don't need those pipes up here anyways. So that, we're just going to go... There we go. So from here, I'll just set it up to go outward in a moment. And that should be within 32 blocks. I should be able to just bring it all the way over, power this, and just make it run a little bit faster. Unless I'm going to be just shy. Nope. Did get a little bit weird with it, because it wasn't quite as lined up as I thought it was, but it works. Anyways, just need to go in and make sure that that is set to outputs. Output to the top, and now this should have power going into it. Except it doesn't, because that would make things too easy. Why exactly do you not have output now? Eject on. Output, input, input, output, output, input. Did ignore redstone get turned on again? Redstone detection ignored. Ignored. That's what we wanted. Apparently that got switched again. It's somehow. And... Oh. Nope. Nope, that's what we wanted. Now, redstone detection is ignored. Now it has power. Cool. And we're up to 100 and some on millibuckets. I'm going to assume we can't really do much with it until it's up to 1,000. Not hovering with a tank. Cool. Progress, ETA 2 seconds. Okay, every 2 seconds after 500 FE, it will just power through and get us a little bit of latex. So I'm assuming we just have to wait until we can get a bucket of it. That's just going to take a little bit. Yeah, it's 1,000. So, we're going to get a system to do this faster, right? Like, this isn't going to be the fastest possible production for latex. Latex processing units, 2 buckets and other machine frames. Let's take a look at the guidebook real quick. Basics. I'm going to assume latex. Fluid is used in latex processing unit to make tiny dry rubber. Thanks. Super useful. We'll use 750 millibuckets of latex and 500 millibuckets of water to produce 1 dry rubber. Okay, so we're going to have to start transferring water here too. So a water pump, pumping it all the way over here. I should have done this on the water, but I didn't look ahead. But I can just put that here, and it will eventually just fill up whenever it can, right? Um, how long is that going to be? 12 every 2 seconds, so 6 a second. Needs another 300 is 50 seconds. That's not too bad, but that's still going to take a little bit. So, um, I might have to see you in a moment when that runs through. But once we have that, we get the bucket, and then we need the latex processing unit. Might as well go ahead and make this now. 2 buckets, iron, another pitiful machine frame. So I'm going to assume we're going to need that machine frame for more or less everything, at least until we start hitting advanced stuff. So, inventory management is going to be a pain this whole time. So what was it? It was 2 buckets, that I remember. Let's actually grab out the iron. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Going to need a furnace, 4 iron, and the pitiful machine frame, which is one of these. Nope, it is one of these. Of course, I'm just going to keep doing the exact wrong thing every time. Pitiful machine frame. I want to say it was this, but I want to say that's also not right. Pitiful machine frame. Electric brewery is... No, that's expanded industrialization. Pitiful... Ah, it was wood logs. That's what it was. I knew it was something basic like that. So this, that, the 2 buckets, and then whatever was up top that I do not remember right now. It was... redstone block. That's right, I needed a second one. So from here, we now have the latex processing unit. This will turn 500... Yeah, turns latex into dry rubber. Cool. So we're just going to put this down here, just also attached to the power thing so we can look at it. So we're going to need to start pumping in water and latex to this. Fluid pipes. Those are pretty easy. I think we already have some, don't we? Yep. So fluid pipe here. Just gonna do this. And that should be enough to get latex going in. Wait, where did all the latex go? Like, this instantly emptied. It's definitely still running through. Transfers. Yeah, transferring 50 millibuckets every tick. So it's going to take a while, but we do have some in there. Can I take a bucket and pull it out of here? Or do I have to disconnect it if I want the bucket? No idea. I'm probably going to have to set up multiple of these machines, because this is very slow. Maybe I just set up 3 and have them all attached to this log. That should be pretty simple to do. Just do the same thing, just put them there. Just put the fluid pipes on the side of them. That should work pretty well. I think I can do that. Let me go ahead and do that, because this is way too slow. Okay, that seems to be running a little bit faster now. In fact, it got us the bucket we were after. So, there we go. Latex bucket. That completes this. Thank you for a basic fluid tank. Oh, this one already has a bunch of latex in it. Thank you. So I'll just take that. Oh, that also just completes another quest somewheres. No idea where. The latex processing unit, we already made it. Thanks for free pink slime and experience. Cool. Now, dry rubber. When rubber is smelted, it turns into plastic, which is the main resource in industrial foregoing. Cool. So, dry rubber. Ooh, rubber essence. Is it going to be faster to turn all the rubber we get into rubber seeds and grow it from there? In fact, there's a decent chance it will be. Productive trees. Huh? Okay, then. So we need to get productive trees rubber in order to make rubber seeds. But they can be used interchangeably, I guess? Sure, I guess we're going to get rubber trees at some point to do it that way, because that's probably faster. But we do have that, and we do have a bunch in there as well. Cool. So from here, oh, that just worked to put it back in via there. Cool. I'm just gonna grab this and do it this way for the first one, but I'm not sure if I can just put a fluid pipe in the water and just do it that way or not. But it's got water, it's got latex, it should now be running. Aha, and now we have our first piece of dry rubber. And I'm gonna have to do this a bunch of times and just fill it up completely full of water. Or get a tank and fill that up and let it run like that. So I'll do the rest of that later on, just enough water to get us started. Um, that's way more than 20 blocks. There's no way I'll be able to reach that. But maybe if I did like a little water pool right in front of it, I can attempt this. So if I just do, for instance, this, could I, say, put a fluid pipe there and pump it straight into you? Um, let's see. Um, the answer appears to be no, that does not work. I figured maybe, but wanted to double check anyways. So just go ahead and fill that back in. Well, we'll find out a different way to pump water up here. But 6 dry rubber is a good start, I think. Oh, that's as much latex as we could get out of there too. And there's more experience. And then this gets smelted into plastic. I did not bring the diamond furnaces with me. 1 second. Only one of the diamond furnaces was actually finished smelting, so I decided to leave the other one behind. This should do us just fine, though. So 8 dry rubber all gets smelted down into plastic. So there should be another quest complete. Not this map, I wanted to do this instead. So plastic is the main resource for it. You now have access to some very useful machines. Thank you for just some plastic sheets, and thank you for extra plastic sheets. Very nice. So, the mob imprisonment tool might be the second most important item in here. So I used to trap and transport mobs easily. So, a gas tier 4 plastic sheets. How do we get this one instead? Um, So this plastic sheet is gotten by heating up something in a something, or solidifying molten plastic, or how do you get molten plastic? uh, Bucket of molten plastic, which is gotten by pour into the world. I know I don't want to know how you do it. So there's 2 different types of plastic. If we can get the other one rolling, we could get that one as well. I'm not sure which one would be better. We'll figure it out later. Anyways, for now, we could use fluid collectors and fluid placers. That's pretty cool. Animals, animal baby separator, animal feeder, and animal rancher. Bioplower. Bioreactor uses biofuel made from the biofuel generator to generate FE. Getting some of those going, because we have a lot of byproducts from the farm we just don't need, so that could be pretty good. Plant gatherer. Plant sower and plant gatherer. Sewer is used to make sewage, which is used to make fertilizer. Meat feeder, mob slaughter factory, conveyor belts. So there's some stuff in here. We're going to mostly avoid some of it for now, because we're focusing on the laser drill, and we're probably going to make a couple mob imprisonment tools too. Infinity tools could be nice. Nope, no me. Anyways, the plastic needs to be used for the mob slaughter factory and the dissolution chamber to get to machine frames. Okay, so this has multiple parts. We need simple machine frames, which needs a dissolution chamber. Cool. So dissolution chamber comes first. The dissolution chamber is used to craft more advanced machines. You'll need to put a certain fluid in it along with the items needed for what you're crafting. Check JDI. So, a chest, 2 plastic sheets, 2 buckets, a machine frame, those, diamond gear, looks pretty simple. How many of these pity machines should I just make at this point? They're used for just about everything. So, let's just think about it. We need 1 for the dissolution chamber. You need them for each simple machine frame you make. So that's a thing. The laser drill. And that needs a simple one. So we need 1 for the dissolution chamber, 1 for that. An advanced one is a simple one. So there's 3. Oh, we need 4 of those. There's a 4, 5, 6, 7 more pitiful things. And then these things are used... Hold on. Power. Oh, we need pink slime in order to make the advanced one. So we're also going to need the mob slaughter thing in order to get that going, which is another one. So I think it's 8 pitiful... 8 more pity things or whatever should be good enough to get us started. So it's that, and something else I'm currently forgetting. Actually, it might not be something else I'm currently forgetting. And that should just do it. And that should be as many... That should be enough machine frames for getting to the laser drill, at least. So from here, we need the dissolution chamber, which I have already forgotten the recipe for. I looked at too much. 2 more buckets as chest, 2 pieces of gold, and the diamond thing. That. And there's more I'm already forgetting. Of course there is. I have a truly terrible memory. Oh yes, it was 2 buckets as well. So this. I need 2 chests. I forgot that part. Wait, do I? Dissolution chamber. No, it was 2... Ah, it was 2 pieces of plastic, that's what it was. So this is the dissolution chamber. This is also going to put right onto the thing, so it has power going. So we'll get a free simple machine. Oh, thank you. That's pretty helpful. Used to craft more advanced ones. You'll need to put a certain fluid in it, along with whatever you're crafting. Cool. And we got that for free, which in turn gives us some free plastic. And then upgrades we also got for free. So we got a free pity machine frame. Thanks, game. So, cool. So we have our first simple machine frame, the mob slaughter factory, 2 iron swords, 2 iron axes, 2 more plastic, a gold gear, which is the same as the diamond gear, but gold. Cool, so... we're making our way through. This... I don't know. The words are hard at this point. I'm just making machines. I don't know what most of them are used for yet or how to use them. I just know I need to make them. So here we are. That. Of course, I have gone ahead and made the tools first, which take up an entire inventory more or less to themselves. You can go in there and you can go in there for now. I really should look at that book more, but that's for future me. We have 21 plastic. How did this even happen? Anyways, mob slaughter thing, whatever. Mob slaughter factory, gold gear, and all that good stuff we already have. And I think that when I make the gear, that should actually be everything we need. Well, besides the axes, but we'll make those in a moment. So there's that, this, and so. Now, mob factory thing. Ah, there we go. I'm going to assume I'm going to need to actually bring mobs over here. So, cool. Meat and pink slime. Okay, so there's obviously nothing here to kill yet, so it's not gathering anything. And this can't make anything because it also doesn't have any fluid. Cool. So, I'm going to actually have to probably bring some chickens over here or something. Like, I have a lot of mobs over there. I just don't have a good way to move them en masse yet. Come on. I'm just going to deal with this boss real quick. I've fought these bosses so many times now. Like, they're not a threat. They just exist, and they'll drop good... They'll drop good gear every once in a while. So I just go about doing this whenever I can, because they're just always present. So, I'll see you in a moment. I'm just gonna grab some... I'm just gonna deal with this thing real quick. Okay, nothing super interesting from that thing. Just a helmet we're never gonna use, and another axe that we already have so many of. Anyways, we got that simple machine frame for free, which technically means that we could make the... Where is it? The... whatever it's called. Not mob detector. Yeah, the laser drill itself. Like, the main part of this we could technically make right now. So, should probably read up on how it works so we know for sure. Miscellaneous? Nope, it's going to be a resource production, and it's going to be the... Where is it? It's water condensator. ether gas, laser drill. Here we go. This machine, when provided with power, charges the first ore laser base and fluid laser base that finds in its work area. Okay. Now this thing doesn't do anything on its own. It is used to power the ore laser bases. When fully charged with a laser drill, it will produce ores. Each ore that can produce has a weight based on the biome the machine is placed in and the depth the machine is configured to mine in. Laser lenses increase the weight of an in a production. There are some problems here. There are some serious problems with some of the wording here. Anyways, so these actually mine straight down, it looks like, and you fully charge them with the base things, and then they'll just fire into it, and then it'll go down from there. How does the fluid one work? When fully charged with a laser drill, it will fluids. To do it, we'll need a specific catalyst that won't be consumed, and the machine will need to be placed in a specific biome and be drilling at a specific depth. Some fluids might need an entity under the machine to produce fluid. Okay, check JEI for values. So, fluid base. Okay. Fluid base. Essence buckets. That's from Industrial Foregoing. Is there actually anything in JEI about how to get the fluids we need for this? It doesn't really seem like it. Am I in the wrong one? Nope, that's Industrial Foregoing. I don't know. Maybe this isn't going to be the best drill we could have gotten. Maybe I should have gone for the void mining one from before. But we can technically make... we made that thing, so thanks for the free plastic. We're up to like a half stack now, right? Up even more so. Anyways, it's 4 of these and a gassed tier, right? Did I leave the gas tiers at home? I did. Let's go ahead and make some of those mob capture tools real quick. And then we're going to try out the mob thing real quick. The mob slaughter device. So, I guess you can go in there for now. Need to grab out gassed tiers. Here they are. 4 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a little expensive. But these are multi-use. I think it's going to be worth it. I guess we're making 1 for now. You and you can go back in there. I'm out of inventory space. But these things, just to double check, they are still multi-use. They don't break, do they? Like, this same model used to be around in like a 1.6.10 mod. Aha, they still work as intended. They even still change color and get some cool MBT stuff going on. Where? You're there. Hold on, you've been working. Okay, I'm gonna say you haven't been working based on the fact that those are all empty. I don't think I put all those source berries in there though. So maybe we need a bigger source berry garden in order. Yeah, maybe we need a bigger source berry garden before that will actually work out well. I don't know. Anyways, let's just move the mob grinder thing a little bit further down. And I'm assuming we're going to have to keep this cow right in front of it somehow. Mob slaughter factory can go there. It, of course, goes the exact opposite direction. I guess we're just going to do that, and that should keep any cows from escaping, I think. But is it going to go? Oh. Oh, we now have 10 millibuckets of liquid meat and pink slime. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's great. I love that so much. Ew. Is there different recipes for this, or is it just the mob slaughter factory will just produce it? Like, if I were to, I don't know, if I put a chicken, will I get a lower amount than I'd get with a cow? That's probably a decent question to ask. I should probably breed these a bit more, considering I'm going to be literally grinding them up. This one's weird. Like, this one feels weird. So 200 pink slime. That's in there. Looks like we're gonna get, yeah, 10 of that and 200 of that. So that's 5 cows is gonna be a bucket of it. Let's try a sheep, and then we're gonna try a pig, and then we're gonna try a chicken. So sheep. There we go. Maybe I should have put that thing a little bit closer, but I don't know if it's going to keep its, I I don't know if it's going to keep its inventory when I break it, and I don't want to lose all of that. Okay, so yeah, that's 160. Cows are definitely the best. Or so far. Cows are 200, sheep are 160, so always prioritize cows. I don't even think I'm going to have to check. I don't even think I'm going to have to test a chicken to know how that's going to go, but we'll do it anyways. So, a pig rather, 560 is going to go to 760. Okay, so pigs and cows do the same. I suppose that makes sense. Oh yeah, we could test a rabbit too. I also suspect it's going to work about as well as a chicken though. There we go. So chicken acquired. Come on, teleport. There we go. Maybe I should have put these a little bit closer, or to have something to make it going over back and forth a little bit easier. 760, 840. Okay, so that's only 80. I think that's even worse than that's considerably worse even than the sheep, I think. So, obviously, we should probably do in pigs and cows, but I'll just test rabbits as well, just to be sure. Come on. So, this is going to go from 840 to 900. So, rabbits are even worse. There's not enough for a bucket yet, but I could pipe it over if need be. So that's 900 pink slime. This wants me to get a bucket of pink slime and a bucket of liquid meat. That's going to be troublesome. It does... Is that... Yeah, that's micro buckets. That's a silly amount. Like, that is actually a silly amount. Hold on. Like, you're going to get literally like 100 buckets of pink slime per bucket of liquid meat. That's... That is, but anyways, I should probably look. What are you used for? You are used in the dissolution chamber to get the mechanical dirt, whatever that does. Metallurgy to turn constant... Metallurgic mycelial generator turns ores into energy, I think? Or minerals into energy. Washing. Raw ore meat with antimony dust. I'm concerned. I continue to be concerned the further I look into this. Fermented ore meat with antimony dust. And then you just sieve it back into antimony dust. Fermented ore meat bucket. I'm so concerned by everything I am looking at. What is this? Why is this a thing? I don't know. Anyways, we made some first steps towards actually getting our ore thing going. I'm gonna take off the model thing in a moment for the thumbnail. But we're just gonna need to run more animals through this. We do have the mob imprisonment tool, which is just a significantly better version of this flimsy ender lead we had before. Like, I think this can capture basically anything that's not a boss, so it's very useful. But anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. We'll keep working on this next time. I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. Hold on, I need to test a thing. Come on, what happens if I'm standing here? Ah, hold on. What happens if I use a villager? Now I've found something and I need to test it. Like, it's a mob slaughter. It is not animal slaughter. It is mob slaughter. So, 111. Let's see. Oh, a villager is only... Hold on. Hold on. So a villager only got like 20. Yeah. 1120. 455. 455, 1120. Yeah, that's... I am more concerned the further we look into this, because now if we want to actually get the liquid meat bucket like it wants us to get, now it is straight up just saying grind up 1,000,000 villagers for that. Like, this gets more concerning the further we go. Like, 650, are you going to be exactly the same? Oh, you're like 400 liquid meat per pillager? Excuse me? I think I even have a pillager spawner. Um, huh. I grow more concerned the further we go. But I guess we know how we're getting that. That makes me think that there's probably going to be something like equivalent to like 400 pink slime, and there's going to be something better than the cow and pig. So it's going to be a horse, isn't it? Why do I think it's going to be a horse? Like, this is concerning on so many levels. Like, everything about this is concerning. But anyways, I got distracted for this little bit of testing. I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank you all so much for watching one more time, and a special thanks to the channel members. Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you all so much for your extra support. So for now, for real now, take care everybody.